Welcome back, everyone, to Short Splats. I'm Jared. Today, we are going to be doing a haunt spotlight for Brighton Asylum. Pretty cool. One of my easily favorite haunts in the world. So, they deserve some praise. We're going to send them some praise. First off, you know what we do. We got to hit up Jimmy J and Brian and see what's going on with the Minicon. Let's go.
Friday the 13th weekend, May 13th and 14th. It is all going down right here on the grounds of the Blairstown Diner. Laura Marie Taylor, Ron Milkey, Ron Sloan, Debbie Voorhees, Tracy Savage. I mean, we have a lineup of guests coming out for the weekend. And not only are we celebrating Friday the 13th, but we are celebrating 13 Fanboy. And with that being said, we have the lead actress, Haley Greenbauer herself, making her way to Blairstown. This is history in the making, folks. Get your tickets now. F13 Minicon.eventbrite.com. That is F13 Minicon.eventbrite.com. Jason's here early. Folks, like I said, it's going to be a killer weekend in Blairstown, going down at the iconic Blairstown Diner. Be a part of the history in the making. We'll see you there.
Alright, Jimmy J telling us what's up with the Friday the 13th Minicon. I'm so sorry I can't make it, but honeymoon, what are you going to do? Alright, so we have some haunts open for March 12th and 13th. Actually, just March 12th for St. Paddy's Day. First one is Feel the Screams. Alright, Feel the Screams. Cool ass video. We'll be in attendance. Come say hi. Next up, Brighton Asylum's also open. Let's see what they got. Alright, Brighton Asylum. That leaves us with tonight's episode, Haunt Spotlight, Brighton Asylum. I have been to this haunt probably 10 times. And I will continue going because it's hard to find a haunt that is dressed so well. The actors do a fantastic job, but really what really stands out to me with Brighton Asylum is the dressing, the rooms, the scenes, the Hollywood atmosphere. It's really hard to beat. I really wish they had more room for a hayride because I think what those guys would do with a hayride would be unbeatable. But they made room with their space. There's 3 haunted attractions there. There's a horror museum. There's an axe throwing shack. There's escape rooms, a ton of escape rooms, and there's so much more you can do at Brighton Asylum. It's such a fun night out. Make sure you head up there this March and in May for their Halfway to Halloween special. Really, it's phenomenal. And to show you a little bit more, I'm going to play their 2021 trailer before I get into their legend and show you some of the awards they've won from us. Let's hit it. That's such a cool trailer. I love it every time I watch it. But let's get into the Brighton Asylum legend, and then we'll go into awards they won. Brighton's industrial complex, a series of old and decrepit warehouses, was used for housing mentally unstable and psychologically damaged individuals back in the 1940s. Many of these patients were quite violent and often needed to be isolated from staff and patient protection. The most violent patients were housed in the main central building, most commonly referred to as Brighton Asylum. Minimal risk patients were housed in Building B, located adjacent to Brighton Asylum and not accessible to the public. A beneath ground service tunnel spans the full length of the complex, which allows staff to travel from outside to any building within the complex without having to pass through the high risk and centrally located Brighton Asylum unless needed. The tunnel was also used for medical deliveries to other buildings and to keep prying eyes of the public away from seeing what was going on inside Brighton Asylum. The tunnel is accessible via Brighton's own private subway system. Above Brighton Asylum on the second floor is the staff quarters, where most of the resident staff lived while on duty. The quarters were home to many nurses, doctors, orderlies, administrators, in-house lab technicians, and more. There were rumors of bizarre gatherings, parties, even experiments taking place in these Victorian-style quarters, sitting quietly above the more heavily populated Brighton Asylum. In fact, such horrific acts were reported to have taken place there that the quarters were eventually dubbed the Bleeding Grounds. Years of extremely harsh living conditions, grotesque medical experiments, staff disappearance, and screams spilling into the residential areas during the night resulted in the state permanently closing the facility in 1952, pending a full investigation. No such results of an investigation could be found to date. After 59 years of sitting unexposed, decaying, and cut off from the public, Brighton Asylum reopened in 2011 as a haunted attraction. Its creaky doors were once again, and ever since, thousands of people have been exploring its hallways and rooms where hundreds of patients lost their minds. The many unthinkable events that took place between the mid-1940s and 1952 are still waiting to be fully uncovered. That's a great legend. If you guys don't read the legends before you go, it really adds to it. Like, it just builds the story. It keeps it going. It's, wow, that's a really cool, really good job. Brighton Asylum is no joke. It's one of the scariest attractions out there. It's one of the best attractions out there. It was our winner of Attraction of the Year for 2021 and has won 7 awards with us at Halloween Haunts 365. Take a look at the exterior of Brighton. Now that's awesome. Look at that work. I mean, damn, it looks good. One of my favorite attractions, always a must-see, and they're always open in the off-season, so we get there more than other haunts. But even in the off-season, they change things. So it's a really good time. Make sure you buy your tickets now. They're going to go. Do VIP if you want, because those lines can get pretty long. That's Brighton Asylum Haunt Spotlight, our little 10-minute look into Brighton Asylum. The team does a fantastic job. They have some of the best haunt actors around. You have Frankie. Frankie's a staple in the haunt community. So, buy your tickets, get there. We'll be there in May. And that's all I got for you at Short Splats. I'm out of here.